What if you could own a townhome in Oakville, in Glenorchy, and wake up to a ravine every single morning? Not a parking lot, not another row of townhomes, a ravine. My name is Faris Rial. I've sold over 200 homes in the GTA in 10 years, and I can tell you that a freehold end unit townhome backing onto East Morrison Creek Trail with over $100,000 in upgrades, listed under 1.2 million, that does not come around often. The tour is 15 minutes, and I want you to stick around for the basement because this property has something that most buyers walk right past, and I'll show you exactly what I mean before the end of this video. Okay, so this is a two-story townhouse with a finished walkout basement built by Great Gulf in 2018. So you're getting a newer built and a poured concrete foundation. And by Great Gulf, which is a builder which has a reputation in Oakville for quality construction. So it's an end unit, as you see, more windows, more natural light from the side, and in this case it's backing to a ravine. So being an end unit also means you have a wider lot footprint, and there you go, the ravine, which is the East Morrison Creek, runs directly through the property. So another thing I like about this, what the sellers did here, is as you can see, the stone patio, which means less maintenance in terms of cutting grass and whatnot. Nice balcony there. You have a walkout from the living room to a balcony, which we will see later on. So this is a fully finished outdoor space. I love this. One thing I want to say about Glenorchy specifically, this is a community I know very well. It sits in the north end of Oakville, near Dundas and Trafalgar. Dr. David R. Williams Public School is a walking distance. The trail network here is extensive. Grocery, shopping, dining are all close. And the Trafalgar corridor gives you clean access to the 407 and the QEW. The families who land in Glenorchy tend to stay, and that consistent demand is reflected in how these properties hold value. Let's go inside. Okay, stepping into the main floor. Right as you enter, closet to your left. You got your entry from garage. And you notice the flooring here is wide plank hardwood. So it's running throughout the entire main floor. Not laminate, not engineered. It's hardwood. And the ceiling are done with pot lights. Clean, bright, consistent. Wow, look at this view. This is a Great Gulf kitchen. Now the living room here is a 15 by 10 open concept, and you get access to a balcony overlooking your ravine. This room here is large enough for a full sofa arrangement. Dining area, 12 by 8, and a large window, again overlooking the ravine. This is the room where the view starts to become something you actually think about when having breakfast life decision. I want to pause here because I think people underestimate what it actually means to overlook a ravine. So I'm here at the dining room, look outside. So when you buy a townhome that backs onto another townhome, the house in front of you is about 20 feet away. You see their kitchen light at 11 p.m. You see their kids in the yard. Your yard and their yard are essentially the same space, separated by a fence. This home backs onto East Morrison Creek Trail. There are no houses behind you. What you see from this window and from the primary bedroom and from the basement bedroom, from the living room, trees, water, trail, that's what you see. Nature that is not going anywhere because it cannot be developed. That is not a small detail. That is a permanent feature of this property that will still be here in 20 years. When you're comparing this to other townhomes in Glenorchy at similar prices, this is the thing that doesn't show up on a spreadsheet, but absolutely shows up in how you feel living here every day. Decent sized kitchen, 12 by 8. You've got quartz countertops, designer tile, backsplash, stainless steel appliances, you have a breakfast bar here. Nice cabinets. Now let's head to the second floor. Nice stairs, iron pickets. And you've got the laundry on the second floor. Not in the basement, it's on the bedroom level where the laundry actually comes from. Heading to the primary bedroom, 15 by 13. That is a large room for a townhome, I tell you. Custom walk-in closet. Not the standard builder shelf on a rod. And again, your primary bedroom overlooking the ravine. The same view you have from the dining room, you have from your bedroom. The in-suite was renovated lavishly. Nice standing shower, floor to ceiling tiles. Let's move to the second bedroom. Before that, here's our shared bath. Spacious linen closet here. And you've got another closet for linen towels, whatnot. Moving to the second bedroom, 11 by 10, high ceiling, large window, walk out to a balcony, laminate flooring, closet. Third bedroom, 9 by 8, large window, good natural light, comfortably fits a single or a queen bed. Works well as a child's bedroom or a second home office. Now let's go down to check the basement. Lower level family rec room, laminate flooring. Again, walk out to your backyard. This is a 16 by 10. Walk out to stone patio, open concept, again, laminate floors, full natural light from the walkout door and the window here. This does not feel like a basement for sure. This is where you have your fourth bedroom, 8 by 8, large window overlooking the ravine and closet. There's also a 4-piece bathroom here. So this level has a bedroom, a full bath, large open rec area, and a walkout. A self-contained living zone. A few final things worth naming. I'm at the patio here. This home is carpet-free throughout. It has an HRV, that's a heat recovery ventilator, which manages fresh air circulation in a modern sealed home, a water softener, both included. The tankless water heater is a rental item, which is the one thing to factor into your closing math. Total finished living space is just over 2,100 square feet, above grade of course, plus you have the finished walkout basement. No pothole fees, no monthly charge to maintain common elements, completely freehold. At 1,165 for a 1,165,000 for a great Gulf built, ravine backing and unit freehold townhome with 100K in upgrades in Glenorchy Oakville. This is the full picture. So we're done with the tour inside. Let me tell you who I think buys this home, because it's worth being specific. The most likely buyer is a young family or a couple in their mid-30s who've been renting or coming out of a condo in Toronto or Mississauga. They want Oakville, they've done the research on the schools, they know the trail system, they like the feel of the community, but they can't stretch to a detached, not yet. They need something that gets them into the market at a number that makes sense, with space that actually functions for a family. This home gives them 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, a yard they can use, outdoor space on 2 floors, and a school they can walk to. At $1,165,000 with no pothole fee, the monthly carrying cost is predictable. Nothing is coming off the top for a condo corporation. And then there's the second group, the buyer who looks at that basement and does a different calculation. A bedroom, a full bath, a walkout, and a separate, possibly separate entrance from the backyard. The math on a legal basement suite in Oakville right now is meaningful. It doesn't come free. There's work involved in setting it up properly, but the structure is already there. If offsetting the mortgage is part of your strategy, this property gives you the physical basis to do it. Either way, this is a 2018 build in a high demand community on a lot that cannot be replicated. East Morrison Creek Trail is not moving. The schools are not moving. And Glenorchy's position in North Oakville near the Trafalgar Corridor puts you within reach of the whole city without feeling like you're in the middle of it. I've been working in this market for over 10 years. Properties with this combination of features, ravine lot, end unit, walkout basement with separate entrance, under 1.2 million, don't stay available long once they find their audience. So earlier I told you to pay attention to the basement. Now you know why. Possible separate entrance, a walkout to the yard, a fourth bedroom with a ravine facing window, and a full four-piece bathroom. Whether you use that as a guest suite, a space for a family member, or eventually a rental unit, the infrastructure is already built. Great Gulf poured that foundation in 2018. The rest of the work is yours to decide. This is what separates this property from a standard townhome at a similar price. The ravine, the end unit position, the possible of a separate entrance on the lower level. You're not paying for those things individually, they come with the address. If you want to walk this home or want me to pull a comparison of what else is available in Glenorchy right now at this price point, reach out directly. Link is below. And if you're weighing this kind of freehold townhome against a condo townhome and you're not sure what the actual financial and lifestyle difference is, I break that down in the next video. The gap is larger than most buyers expect, and knowing it before you make an offer does matter.